Welcome to the Babe's channel this evening. So tonight I'm working on a special project. I am working on a little thing for my sister who's starting up her own company. She asked me to do a logo, and I want to make sure that I fill my channel with a bunch of different content for you guys to enjoy. So tonight I am streaming me making the logo for her. So after I'm done creating this logo, it shouldn't take me very long. I think I'm gonna roll into maybe some Fortnite, some Overwatch, or some Switch games, depending on where the night takes me. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm working in Adobe Illustrator. It's one of my favorite programs. I went to school and I learned a lot about this program. And I'm working on my Wacom tablet. If you hear me chit-chatting, um, it's because I have one of my close friends on Twitch chat and just kind of shooting the breeze while I work on a project. So that's what's up. That's a big negative. I'm up and going. That is correct. Nice. That's pretty nuts, man. I don't see anything wrong. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this more of a natural feel. Let's see if I can do. Let's do that. Um, let's not do that. No, I was thinking about putting some music on. I'd have to set up my Apple Music or something along those lines. I just haven't done it yet, and I'm pretty lazy right now, so I just figured to get this done first. Um, Making a little eyelet for the hole here. Let's do this and then create stroke, outline stroke. Move that. Alright, shrink that down. Turn you up a little bit, man. I've made sure I turned it down just to prevent any feedback. So, there is that. I mean, I suppose I can add some music. Okay. So, just to give a little bit of reference here. This is what I'm going for today. Let's try that again. So, let's see, click on that. Let's go ahead and drop that transparency down a little bit just so it's not taking up so much of my screen. But it still gives me an idea of what I'm kind of going for. As you can kind of see, I've gotten the sewing needle part done. So there's that. Let's drop that size down. Sorry, folks. The person that I'm working this project for, I'm chatting with right now and trying to get her to see what I'm doing for her here. So if you hear me typing away, that's what's going down. Alright, so back to the project here. So I got this going here. Let's go ahead and give it a rotate. And I might flip it, right? So let's do that. Oops, lock that down so it's not moving anywhere. So from what what you're seeing here, what the general idea is I'm going for a wand / needle, and if my freaking Wacom tablet would not go crazy, okay, so let's go ahead and rotate that now. So then what I'll do is kind of move that over here, like so, kind of give myself a little bit more, and then grab these nodes, drag them down a little bit, if I can get them all. So you can see I kind of still keeping that whole rustic look here. And let's go ahead and pull these down a little bit, kind of align that with what my reference looks like. And since it's a needle, I want to kind of give it as much as a point as I can, right? With still kind of keeping the whole wand feel. So let's do that right now. So I'm going to zoom in over here. And it's rough with some of the nodes. Again, I did that intentionally again, to give it more of that like wooden, rustic kind of look, to give it that wand. So if there's any other fellow Illustrator users out there, they're kind of like, what is he doing? Ah, his nose are so bad. I'm not really liking the color of these outlines, so I'm going to change that so I can kind of get a better look of where my outline is. Alright, there we go. So there we go. Click on that, and let's see. Now I want to kind of rough this out a little bit. Oops. So now I can get that like fine point that gives you that needle. So let's zoom out and see what that looks like. So kind of like a little fat sewing needle. Obviously it's taking a little stylized approach. So there's that. Let's bring that in a little bit more. I don't like that. Alright. So what I'll do is I'll zoom in here and see if I can grab one of these nodes, and then, oh, there's one right here I can pull from. Is that? No, it is not. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add one here. This way I can take it and pull it down a little bit. Keep a little bit of that continuity with the lines. Fancy words, folks. I'm using the busting out the fancy words. Now let's get this eyelet here. So this still looks kind of perfect, right? Little perfect eyelet hole. So I'm going to kind of mess it up a little bit, change some of the lines, change some of the dimensions to kind of keep along the same pattern that I'm going for on the needle. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pull this node right over here and then kind of pull it over there. And then just mess around with it a little bit, kind of offset it, maybe pull that over there. Maybe change some of the, there we go, so it looks like that. You know, but I don't want to get too little crazy with it, making it look like some kind of misshapen egg. So let's do that. Pull that up a little bit more. So now you can see it kind of matches the jinky kind of line work that the whole needle does. So now I got my needle going. So she wants this thread over here with a button and some like wispy craziness here. So and then I don't know if this is thread here, so I'm just going to add some thread. It kind of wraps around here, that goes along through this line. And for that, I am going to create another layer so I have just to keep my stuff organized, so I'm not creating things on multiple layers, and if I have to make work, I'm selecting the whole object. So I'm going to lock this down, just like I did my reference. And then I'm going to go to my handy dandy pen tool, and let's do some thread, right? So I'll start over here, and I'll work my way towards ultimately the needle, right? So as you can see, making some lines here. Make some happy little thread here. We do whatever we want over here in this channel. It's just whatever your last little creations are. Gotta have fun with it, man. If I'm not having fun, what's the point? Alright, so that kind of swoops down over here. And then let's go down and get a little over here, but what I'll do is I'll change that arc here. Zoom in. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. I doubt it has to be exact, but, you know, do the best that I can. So eventually what I'm going to have to do is probably change it to where this goes behind the needle. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a node here, right? I could use Pathfinder, I get it, and all that other craziness, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going to, and I'm just going to do that and start a whole nother path that goes behind here. And then I'll wrap this around here, right? And then kind of go for, like, I guess what she's looking for here with a little bit of wraparound. Bring this one out here, and then let's bring this one up here, and then I'll obviously change some of the dimensions a little bit. So, like, for example, this one kind of looking a little crazy, right? So let's get this one in control a little bit, but it's thread, right? So it's not perfect. But I kind of want to get some of that, like, bend to it. Right. And then, so, we got some thread. She got a button down over here, so that's easy. Let's go ahead and add a button right over here. Oops. So let's create another layer. Let's do a button. Alright, let's thick the stroke up a little bit. Get a little bit more girth. I like girth, right? Let's go ahead and do the same thing. Let's outline that stroke so we can do a little bit more with it if we have to later. Buttons are pretty, I mean, we all know what buttons look like, so there's not going to be too much creative craziness to this. Oh, so we're joined by the special guest, the guest of the hour that I'm working this project on, and now she's getting picky and she doesn't want a button. And now I have to download a particular font, I guess, folks. So now this is becoming a critique session, and I don't really know. I mean, I think I might have to take some creative liberties here to get this done. I mean, after all, she hasn't hit that follow button on the screen, you know, so I don't really know if I should even continue this project, but because I'm a good person, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. You know, all it is hitting that little heart box up in the other upper right-hand corner. You know, but I understand if that's too much to ask for. Didn't take too long to create that button. Figured I would though. You know, so button's done. Alright, so working on the thread. I can make the thread a little bit thicker, right? Since we're going for like that kind of stylized needle here. So what I can do is I can increase the thread size, kind of give it a little bit more pop. And then what I can do is I'll work on this little wisp here. So what I'll do is, again, bust out the pen tool, right? And why is my pen tool acting crazy? So, let's see, there's my thread. Got my button layer. So now, I don't know what I pushed. There we go. Tab. Oh, now I'm getting the excuse that the app was downloaded a couple of seconds ago, so that's still not enough time to learn how to hit the little heart button on the channel. But it's okay, because I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to bend it around, right, so I can get this whole little wisp, right? Continue on. Or what I can actually do is I believe there's a preset for a spiral. So actually, let me see if I have that. I'll just keep going here for the time being, because for the sake of time. Alright. So let's see here. Nope, but I do have a preset for a star. So what I can do is I can make a hard star, or I can make a blown star. So what I'll do is I'll do a little mix and match of both. So I'll create one of those, and then I'll create one of these. So just to kind of give it some some variety, right? Variety is always good. There she goes. There's the follow. There's the support. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the support as I work on your project here. If you guys are interested in some pretty cool clothing, you can check out her little website. I'll give you permission in chat if you'd like to link the website. Because I don't know if she has one yet. So let's go ahead and add that there. Oops. So let's work on this, right? Oops. Five-point option thingy. I don't even know what that means. So I'm just gonna throw that one there, and I don't think I can add brackets or add starts. I think there was an option to. I thought there was. Oh, there was. So I can make little bombs, I can make little diamonds. Let's add a little diamond down over here, just to see what it looks like. I can add more to this one. No, I'll just keep that one for now. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these stars on a different layer for right now and work on kind of the feel of the little wisp. Again, it's all about staying organized so you're not jacking up what your like really main purpose is. So let's hide that for now. Let's work on this wisp. So in order to do that, I'm going to scoot my chair out a bit because my hand's falling asleep. I got the arthritis. Alright, so let's outline this. So this gives me a little bit more. And what I can do is, as I pull that out, right, switch my little arrow. Whoops. Definitely don't want to do that. That looks like trash. Okay. So then let's do this. Pull this one over. Right. And then let's give this an outline. So now when I take this and I cross it right here, try to match that there and give that whole little feel that I want to go for here. Which isn't really working in my favor right now. So I might have to redo this one. Which I think I'm going to end up having to. That's okay. I'm going to keep going with it. I'm going to make something out of it. This is my world, and I can do whatever I want. So what I'll do is I'm going to just create a point here and then delete it so I can just drag this over here. Now I'm kind of getting that bend, that kind of like majestic bend that I'm looking for. Oops. And as I open up my Windows screen, it's okay. We're good. Bless you, man. Let's get rid of this here. It's kind of jacking my style. Okay, so alright. Trying to get that ribbon effect going, and then now what I can do is I can kind of do the interlacing here and then pull that down, right? So I can get right there. So let's see what we got going on here. Unless it's just kind of like a swirl. I can kind of make like a swirl kind of thing. So let me do that. Let me just do my pen tool again. I saw the Fortnite Thanos mode, so that's kind of what I'm like want to get to probably after I'm done with this little logo here. Get on some Fortnite thing. Is it out yet? Do you know? Oh, that's lame. I thought there was like a battle royale mode where like there's an infinity gauntlet somewhere hidden on the stage, and then once someone gets that, it's like pretty much game over. Right, no, I know, but that's crazy. It's like, so I can offset this one. That sounds broken as hell. So it's like, is it a game, like a game mode? Like, so is it one random, but like the 50 versus 50? So, okay, what I can do is I can kind of go for this stroke feel. Let's see. So like, is it do you queue in a battle royale area and then, but it's solo, like you can't do squads. Yeah, that sucks. Let's see. What am I going for? Oh, duh, graphing styles. No. Good point. Good point. That would kind of be a little broken. Your team finished first place. Okay, so I can do a little bit of that wispy area, something like that. Let's see what it looks like with a different color. I cancel. All right. Um, I'm not sure I'm liking that too much. Oops. But what I'll do is I'll take another one, right, and change the stroke of that. No, I have not. Is that in Fortnite too? I'll have to check that out. That's awesome. So that kind of gives me what I'm looking for, like a ribbony kind of swirl, and everything needs to be purple apparently. So let's go ahead and like the purple drank. Okay, so this kind of offends me a little bit, so I'm gonna get rid of that. All right, let's do that. Let's select all of that, and let's go purple. So I don't know if I like the feel of that, but I do like this ribbon. And what I can do is I can take that and I can duplicate it a couple of times and kind of layer it on top of each other with different um, thicknesses to kind of give me, if my magnifying glass wasn't such an asshole. Alright, so I got my rotate tool. So then I can kind of offset it. And then what I'll do is I'll take this one. Oops, not do that. Rotate tool again, right? Put that one right to the same area. And then offset that. Oh man, really not working with me right now, are you? But what I can do is now I'll just stretch it out a little bit. I don't want it to get too messy so you kind of lose what I'm going for here. And I think that's kind of what's happening here. So let's move one and then let's change the thickness, stroke. That's right. Okay. So I could let me throw one more on while I have it. Why not? Right? Yeah, but I kind of want to hide it. So that kind of gives me a little bit of that swirl, right? But it's not too messy. And what I can even do now is I can take some of these nodes, right, like these nodes, and pull them up to kind of give them more of a circle. And then I can just grab these, right, and I can pull these up and, oops, I didn't get all of them. And then I can kind of give that right to the center and still kind of give me that, like, bend that I'm looking for. Pull that out. Whoops. And now I'm losing a little bit of that silhouette. So let's go back here. Oops. And that's fine, because I'll just pull that in. Something's going on funky here. I see. Oh, you're being a pain in my ass right now, aren't you? Aren't you, little guy? Hey, when you all came into this channel, it said for mature audiences only. So when I work on art and shit pisses me off, I'm gonna say something. I don't think that I mean, we've all been there, right? You're working on something and you get some good progress, and then an F-bomb slips out and you just kind of think, well, no one's watching, so it's okay. And then you realize that you got 4 viewers going on and about a little over 400, almost 500 views, and you're like, oh, well, maybe that F-bomb wasn't appropriate. And then you just tell yourself, well, fuck it. So, God damn it. Alright. So I got a little swirl going on here. Again, that kind of matches the aesthetic of the whole look. Just why not? For shits and giggles. Whoops. Let's throw this one on here and see what it looks like. And I can even change the transparency to this one, so it's not so apparent, I guess the word is what I was looking for. Let's see. So it kind of gives it a little bit of a like extra texture to it, I guess you can say. Right? So let's go ahead and turn my background layer off, my reference, to see what kind of we're working with here. So that's kind of what we're looking like right now. So if I turn that back on and I go with my reference there, so now adding a little bit more, and got the stars in here. Should the stars be purple too? Go ahead and leave me a comment, and so I can make those. now we got some purple stars. And she likes them black, folks, so we're staying black. Black stars. And what I can do is okay. As I'll take, let's add one more small one, right? But we'll let's put it right over here, right towards the center. And let's make it a little cluster, right? Let's add right? Very whimsical. And what I want to actually do, which I think would be cool, is push this to the back so it's kind of behind the like swirl, so it's kind of lost in there. In order to do that though, I need to create another layer, so let's do that. And then I can take that star, right, put it on that layer, and then just switch it. So now it's kind of, whoops, oh, there's my magnify tool again, mind of its own. So, but see, now it kind of gets lost. Let's see. Let's lock this down so I'm not adjusting that. See if I can click on that. I don't know if I like that. Don't know if I like that. I don't like that. So, scratch that. Put that bitch back on that layer. And it's right there on the top again. So now, I got my swirl, and I got my stars. I have that locked down, so let's give it a little bit of let's give it a little position change, right? Rotate tool, put that on the tip of the needle wand, and then rotate it down and bring it up. All right, let's move it a little bit more. Okay, so got the swirly part bits done. Now, in the chat, let me know if you want me to add a little bit more to the needle, and then what I can do is I can beef up this thread a little bit more. So while I wait to get some critiques there, I'm going to go back to my thread, lock down these layers, because I think that whimsical star and little stuff is done there. So I'm going to beef up this thread while I get some more feedback from the project manager, I guess. Get that. But then I don't want it to be that spaced. I wish I could add more texture to it, you know? What's it look like if I hit that? No, I don't like that. I do not like that. Go basic. No more thread. Like, axe the thread completely. Am I axing the thread? She does like the broken lines, though, because it looks like stitching. Alright, so what I can do is I can make the broken line stitching, and then I can just up the thickness on that. And then I can try to... No, let's not do that. I don't want any dash. But I do want to add some gap distance. That's not what I'm looking for. Nope. So the thread in the needle hole on the needle would be broken lines because it wouldn't be stitched yet. What? Yeah, you're gonna have to clarify that one a little bit more. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah? Not this part that I'm working on, right? But the part on the, like, this area? Yeah. This part. So you don't want this to be dotted line, just the... So you want this thread to be a solid line, and then this thread to be like, uh, this to be a dotted line? So let's go back just basic shit here. Get rid of this. So this area would be the dotted line. Or wait, no, hold on. Fuck, I think I'm fucking this up. So, okay. Yeah. I don't know. The thread going through the needle hole wrapped around wouldn't be dotted because it's not stitched to the fabric. Okay, so you don't want... Okay, so what I was doing, what I was working on was what you guys were looking for. Okay, gotcha. So then let's do that. Let's keep that going right there. So now, to give this more of a realistic feel here... Okay, gotcha. Alright, so let's go here. And let's go here. And put one in the middle. Whoops. One in the middle. Delete. So that wraps around there. And what I can do is, let's do this. Make that. And that. And that. And let's push this up. So then this would go around, right? Let's do the same thing. Okay, Let's thicken the stroke. So then, same thing applies here. Let's do a point here, point here. Damn it. I need a new dib for my Wacom tablet pen, folks. This shit's driving me crazy. It's a little flat and not... Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Alright, quit pissing me off. Alright. You motherfucker. Vulgarity's gonna start coming out. Frustration settles in. Okay, so now for the thread, do you not want it loose? I could tighten it up a little bit more to kind of give it a wrap feel to it. Like, what are we going for here? You want me to add more wraps to it? Oops. Loose is fine. Loose is fine, she says. And then what I can do is I can over-exaggerate this one just a tad to kind of give it like a ribbony kind of feel to it. Kind of leading into, kind of like scooping down close to the little swirly swirl. But it'll go behind. So... And then I don't know if I like that. Let me bring that. Whoops. I'm not sure if I like that. I should play the Childish Gambino song. Let's get political up on this channel. Oh. That's a little bit too much. Even up the thread thickness. Alright, well, how about you not tell me what to do? This is my project. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit too much. I don't want to... I don't want to add... So... Snappy snap. Let's do... It's too much. We don't need extra. So we'll just put that there and give it a little... Too much. What happens if we kind of like layered over there? Oops. Now, well, what I can do is I want to make that a little bit wider there. I want to give it more of a little... Well, I got to be careful because the text has to go up there, so let me not get too crazy here. Let's bring that in. So this will go over here. Okay. Whoop. Alright, so this is a 4-point stroke, 4-point stroke, 4-point stroke, 4-point stroke. Alright, they're all 4-point strokes. So we have that going on. No needle, or no button. So let's hide the button, even though I think... So then we're going to turn this purple. So now I can play with the stitching, right? I can do the dotted line, right? I can do the dash line. And kind of give it that kind of a... Whoops. Right, I can do something like that. And kind of give one in between. So I got some freedom here with... Or just keep it simple. I think keep it simple like that, right? Right? I think so. Kind of give it some, so it's not so uniform, kind of like, you know. I don't know if I like... Thread loop needs to be solid. Okay. So let's take away the reference. That's what we got. I don't know if I like the needle being hollow. Or the thickness of the needle. I don't know. I'm not really sold. This, oh, you said, you mean this needs to be solid. So, okay. So you want this little area? Let's see. Let's, let me see if I can specify what I'm talking about. You want this to be solid? Okay, but anything past this is all good. Right here. Oh my god. Why don't you just say so? Jeez. Oops. Oh man. This is why I don't do freelance, folks. People are so picky. So picky. Oh, you son of a bitch. Alright, I gotta add another node here so I can break the path. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll select this node, break that. This way now I have this own path here. And then I can now make this a solid line because it's not supposed to be dashed. Okay. Okay. So, now we have the needle. Should I change the thickness of the needle? Or do you like the needle? Is the needle good? Does the needle need work? Because I'm going to go to the text, and then that's all, folks. I got some Fortnite to play. I need to take down Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. Needle is great. Alright. Now, supposedly I have a certain particular font that I have to download. But I like doing text, so let's go ahead and create a text box here. Okay. So now I have my text here. Let's change this box because I don't need it as big as I have it. Giggity. Oops. Alright, and let's go here. Let's make the point big so we can see. Let's go 36. Let's do that. And then what I can do is alt that there, and alt that there. And let's get a couple of different font styles. So, I got a lot of different fonts that we can choose from. She wants something whimsical. She said some kind of a princess. Let's see. We got a DALL-E font. Let's see. What else do I got? Can do like a elegant, right? Let's see. What else can we do? We got some freehand. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that one, right? I don't know, folks. What do you think? I'm pretty partial to where is it at? Where is it at? No. We can do like a Powerpuff Girl. Like we can do Powerpuff Girl. That's so bizarre, right? Dun, 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 dun. I don't want to run into any kind of like copyright. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Where's my font? Oh, duh. I passed it. Boom. I mean, I'm partial to that because, of course, you know. All right, so we're going. So I'm assuming we're going for a Disney-esque feel, huh? That's not going to get me sued or anything. Any cease and desist orders. Princess Sophia, huh? Well, Miss Ninja Manda, I don't believe I have a Princess Sophia. You're gonna make me download a Princess Sophia font. Okay. None of these work. None of these are good. Has to be the Princess Sophia. Can't believe I'm downloading a Princess Sophia font. That's what my life is referred to I'm a digital panhandler, folks. That's what I do these days. Okay. Okay. So let me go ahead and save this, because in order to get my font, I need to save it. So let me not get my destination folders all out there on the internet. Nope. Damn. Yep. Okay, so that being done, let me go ahead and close that out. Clear the clipboard. And we're going to launch Illustrator. So let's see if I have my Princess Sophia font before I jump into my... Let's see, I got that there. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Go down. Ah, you suck. Oh, Lord. Okay. Alright. Where'd my pen go? Where'd my pen go? Alright. I'm just gonna keep this over here. So if anyone wants to know whose channel you're tuning into, it's your boy. Oh my god. How embarrassing. I want to throw that on there. That's right. Alright. Alright, back to the mission at hand here. Here we go. Oh my god. Because apparently these aren't good enough. Alright. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and make it bigger. All right. Now, I'm assuming this needs to be this color. Can we bold it? Does it have a bold? It does not. But what I can do is I can add a stroke and fill. So it's a little bit more crisp, right? So now what we'll do is we'll turn this into an object. Let's turn this into outline stroke. Well, that's not going to work. So create shapes. That's what I need to do. Where is it at? Create outlines. And we'll expand this. Okay. Okay. That is a lot of... That is a lot. Oh, because it's got like a little... I see. Okay. So... Okay. So what I can do now, right now, I'll expand, ungroup, okay. Whoop. I don't know. So, all right, we'll do this. We'll just for the sake of positioning, I'll do one here, and then I'll, oops. Okay. So we have that. But before I do that, let me do this. Okay. Oops. So I can do it several different ways. Let's get rid of the reference, since we pretty much have an idea what we're going for. So I can do it that way. Or I can kind of do it along the thread, right? Got some, like, not diagonal. Okay, so she doesn't want it diagonal. So, that's the diagonal version. Exclusive to the stream. Get Mother bitch. ass. Okay. Okay. Anyway, alright, so, do that. Whoop. Oh, nope. Didn't grab it all. Underneath, maybe. So what happens if we do this? Boom. Boom. And boom. But, what we do this instead, let's move it a little bit closer. I don't know if I like that. Because it kind of gets lost in the needle. So you mean, okay, I see what you're saying. So what happens if I do, so you, something like this, right? So it's not, okay. Below. Oh, below the threat? You need to make up your mind, girl. I ain't got all day. The answer is below me. Below me. That's so bizarre. Okay. I think it's, all right. All right. So I think that is it, right? So let's put some of these on different layers just in case. There needs to be some adjustments. So make another layer. And okay. And let's do this. Gotta stay organized. All There's that. She likes the 3. Well, you're only going to get 1. You only paid for 1. Actually, you didn't pay for anything. So, you're lucky you're getting any of this at all. I don't know. I think the text... Alright. So, I don't know. I want to just take... I want to take a chance at something. Okay. I want to just see something. I want to take a little bit of creative freedom. That here. 3 looks better. Listen, Red, I don't need your pandering. Because it's a logo, right? And it's the company name. So I think the company should take center of what it is, right? And let's see, slot that in place. Oh shit. So let's not do that because I have the other text there. So what I will do is take this one, actually delete that, and the 2 stars. Is because I have. So hold on. Copy that. Group that. Layer. Take this group. Drop to that layer. Hide that. Okay. So take that. Hide that. Oops. Where'd everything go? Okay. So there's the logo, right? There is the regular logo. So what I'll do is I'll move that here. And then we'll take the other one. Okay. So I select this, I can move this one down here. And then what I want to do is, let's lock down these. So we select this, and we select these, do that. So all the text on a lock, so it does not move. So when you get all of these, this on t-shirts, you can print me out a t-shirt or a hat or a beanie, and then I can rock it. Okay, so then select this. So now I can select, oops. And, oops, motherfucker. No. Oh, motherfuck. No. It was good before. Okay. Oops. And then what I would do, honestly, actually no, I'll leave it like that. Because I think if you want your brand to be up in front and center, the sewing needle and the little design is, whoops. I don't know. I'm trying to like find a placement for these things. Oh, shit. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So we have that, right? And you have this one. Oops. Okay. Let's create another layer to put this on. So now I have my two master. Oops. Oops. Oh, what is going on? Okay. I think we should take a poll. Oh, shit. What the fuck did I do? Okay, whatever. Got this. Fixed it. Alright, so that kind of, there's some logos. There's what they look like. That's what they do. All right, so you have your. So I think the name should be right there. Bam. And then you have that one. So what I do now is tend to just, as a force of habit, okay. So when I used to print vinyl and cut them, I would have them in boxes so you can easily peel them out. Alright. Alright. So folks, I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to organize my layers here. Put them in a little file here. I think it's... Nope, that's not it. I guess I can't do that. I guess it's a Photoshop thing. Nope. Okay. So let's... Oops. So we'll say... There's that one. Box logo. Alright, so that completes this creative stream and the logos. For anyone that like to see some of this fancy smancy art stuff, you can go ahead and hit that little heart button and give me a follow. I'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm digital panhandling. For the lucky lady who got the logos done, I hope you enjoy them. Just go ahead and send me a message, direct message on, of course, what file size, what file type you need, and I will send it your way. I hope, and that's pretty much it. And I think I'm about ready to jump on some Fortnite. And now, I mean, the thing about it too is it's all outline, so you can just get it in a vinyl or whatever you want, and you can screen print it, you can do whatever you want. I wear a 7.5 fitted, so if you get these embroidered or whatever, 7.5 fitted, that's what I got. You can put it on a hat, and I'll rock it around, So you can go ahead and in the chat, go ahead and make me feel good about myself. Oh, maybe it's this. There we go. That's my Illustrator in. Created some logos. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream right now, and I'm going to take a little 5-minute break. I'm going to get some snacks, get some water, and I will end the evening on some Fortnite gameplay. So, for those tuning in, well, actually, I'll do this. Let's go ahead. change that up here. There we go. I'll throw that right up there. Bam. And I will go ahead and do that. And when I return, I shall be jumping on some Fortnite. BRB. Alright, I am back, folks. I figured I will jump on some Stardew Valley as my Fortnite uploads or finishes updating. So, I might as well change the game category for now, right? And, once Fortnite finishes updating, I will be jumping on that. But, could burn away some time playing some Stardew Valley for real quick. I'm sure people won't mind. Get a variety of different things you can watch this evening. All right. Okay. All right. Well, that updated pretty quick. So, Stardew Valley, Fortnite finished updating. So, never mind. No more Stardew Valley. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to end this stream temporarily, just so I can kind of get my Fortnite set up here with the overlays, and just so it gives me multiple clips to choose from. I mean, we got a little bit of Stardew Valley, and we had some creative. I mean, like 2 minutes of Stardew Valley. I mean, as my game continues to load, I'll show you my farm. See, I got a shed here, and a barn, and a chicken coop. Looks like these have already been watered. My game continues to load. Eventually I'll get lamps out here. Hey, so this is my farm. And it looks like Fortnite is done updating and it's done loading up. So, folks, again, if you liked my creative stream, like I said, the little logo for an up-and-coming business. If you want to get some custom clothes or things of that nature, you can check that place out. So I'm gonna end this stream with a little bit of Stardew Valley, and then I'm going to be jumping on some Fortnite here in about 2 minutes. If you like what you saw, you had fun watching me do some art stuff, go ahead and hit that little heart and give me a follow. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you soon.